You, I think you can hear me. I've been introduced already. I'm Dr. G. Prasad, Gyaneshwari Prasad. You have met me several times. Anil is welcoming me, and I will welcome already. Priya used to welcome me. Father used to always welcome me, but she is not here today. She is not here in physical form. The subject I am addressing is the infinity. She has gone into infinity. She has gone into Anand. Before I start, it will be very you are very much into reciting. Swami Dharamdas saying. So I am going to start with a saying before I start anything from my side. What he will recite is Qadir नीरज का है मालूम जिसके रूप अनंत जहान माई या बीज अते आही निरक्ष जैसा कैसा दाने एक माही अगिनत विरक्त माई इंद्रिय मन आदि सब एक किए सिर्फ फिकर मनोवृत्ति वह माई धर्मदास आनंद है यही श्रद्धा देख देख हंस एंड then I translate into English. The Supreme Almighty, the Creator and the Master of this unending universe, whose form and shape are infinitely varied. How a tiny seed turns into giant tree, and from there on into countless trees. In all living being, the mind, intellect, memory, ego, etc. is present, but it is because of variation in this conditioning that every life form evolves. So he is telling how the life evolves. Evolution of life has been very well described by him in simple way. Swami Dharamdas Ji says that realizing and witnessing the Lord in all varied forms and scents and cheers, feel elated and remain blissful at all times. So this is very important to understand that how our existence has come in the world and how do we evolve. That is the summary. Again, what he says, he wrote Vari Kurban Unatu Jinna Ishkira Aya Sirf Das Tarfa Moor न करने शौक शहादत आया पीर फकीर खौफ फते आया जिते ठंडा इश्क बुलाया धर्मदास लोका ने कर लगाई ते मंजिल इश्क बुलाया इश्क राही I am going to translate it to English. The Supreme Almighty, the English version comes. May I sacrifice countless times to those divine, diligent, God lovers who not caring even for their physical body are always ready to sacrifice their all at the altar of God. Such a divine lover has ascended to such a great height that he will steer and stand bow down to them in reverence. Their Priya Hajar has gone. I am putting her in this grave. She has gone very high. So I think it is very relevant. Swami Dharamdas Ji says that common men cannot comprehend their supreme status. I am not approved of any social status. I am still working on it. Now, the subject today is journey towards the infinity. I have chosen purposely this subject because Kazan has gone into the infinity. She is a part of infinite. When I say that she is part of infinite, I recite my own poem. I used to write a lot before I went into medical college and also during my medical studies. So one of the poetry I am reciting is very relevant. अनंत को मत बांधो सीमाओं में, अनंत को मत बांधो सीमाओं में, यह अनाम है अरूप है। अनंत को मत बांधो सीमाओं में, यह अनाम है अरूप है। न इसका जन्म है न मरण है, यह केवल प्रेम स्वरूप है। यह केवल प्रेम स्वरूप है। अनंत का जन्म और मरण नहीं है, न आदि है न अंत है। So what has happened now that Kazal has gone into infinity? She is not in physical form. I am not talking metaphysics. I am talking straight the physics, the science. This is reality. You have to believe it very soon. Kazal was very loving. I call यह तो केवल प्रेम स्वरूप है। In English I say she was the embodiment of love. She was love personified. The person was nothing but every cell of her body was very devoted, very caring person. I have seen whenever I used to come and see her, always worried about me. Have I eaten? Have I slept well? Have I taken my medicine? And she never spoke much about her when she was dying. That time, she didn't speak much about her. It's all the time. The care of people was important. Now, a few events that I remember now, when I came, I was talking to Anil, and he told me the story that on 26th of March afternoon, he felt very unwell and she was admitted in the hospital. That was the date he went to the hospital. And on 29th of March, when Vishnu Stuti was going on, she left the body. So she left the physical form on 29th of March. And 30th was last sanskar. I must remind you that was the birthday of Swami Dharamdas. So Dharamdas sanskar was done on the birthday of Swami Dharamdas, and that was the new year by Sindhi calendar. She chose herself very auspicious day to leave the world. Now the climax comes on 14th of April. The sun was being held in Anil place and everybody was focused on the photograph of Kali. And suddenly there was a voice of falling of mala. The garland was made of lot of, what you call stuff which was heavy, so one can hear the voice. So she gave the hint that she needed. So she was communicating all the time. She was very, very powerful. And she is still communicating. She has got great power to communicate. I think I still remember one of the poetry of Dinakar, who was one of the poets from Bihar, ये महज मील के पत्थर हैं, ये महज मील के पत्थर हैं, मदीने पंथ का अंतमान। ये महज मील के पत्थर हैं, मदीने पंथ का अंतमान। जिंदगी माप की चीज नहीं तो इसको अगमन। What Dinakar has said, ये महज मील के पत्थर। To see the part of Anand, when I chose the subject Anand, I purposely chose. So I keep on telling that he was embodiment of love. Now the issue is very straightforward, but it can be complicated. And where has she gone? All the message we are getting these days that she has reached to me salvation and mukti, moksha. It is on her to decide. If she wants mukti, nobody can stop her. All in her hand. What is mukti? Mukti means mukt. When you are mukt from all bandhana. Very simple definition I give. Swami Gautam Buddha spent all his life nearly to understand the word mukti and salvation. So if you want to understand, I think his life can be message. Buddha, our Dharamdas ji, when all gurus are here, all the time. So she has got mukti. And what is mukti is detachment. Detachment from what? Detachment from the world. You know, the correcting wealth, power, name, this, that. She was worldly, but only on the surface. Inside, she was not into it. I can see her light sky, always busy, exploring. What you call in Hindi, Atmajnana. She was into Atmajnana. Where are you going? I am going to see here the lesson. What have you gone? No, I am still working. You can't interfere with her because she has her own work. My feeling that she has left the world to study further. She could be exploring the world beyond. Long time ago I spoke world beyond. That was my lecture in YouTube. This time I have changed the subject to journey to infinity. And I think when you talk, you know, all the things about God and soul, you start talking about Gita and all, isn't it? Several times. That soul is immortal. I think that she has been immortal all the time. There is a word in Sanskrit, Jiva Mukta. You don't have to die to liberate. One can achieve liberation while living in physical body. You can live in physical body and still be liberated. She was at that stage, I noticed, while she was working in us. So she was Jiva Mukta. I call her Jiva Mukta. And now, one who achieved Mukti. And I don't want to talk too much about all sorts of things, you know, black and wool and all. When I have to talk, please to laugh. She said, Uncle, there is nothing like that. God is one, and don't disturb. More you start discussing, more you start problems. All the name of the religion, you know, various religions, they take you to the same place, same goal. Goal is same, they are mighty. But we have given name. name and form has been given by us. And then they create form. He has got no name, no form. Almighty. So the message I think Kajal is giving us, we should rise above. I think I was discussing with my colleague, and he was sitting and he never sat. Whenever I used to come to see the director of medical college, and I was working under him, he used to leave the chair. So what are you doing? No, I cannot sit. My place is here. He was, I didn't know who was he. And then he would stand, get a cup of coffee, and give it. And I have to drink the coffee and get the biscuit, and then he will. What a man is, director of the medical college, a consultant physician. I am a consultant physician. And he's watching, even here at Oxford. Was working in medicine. Then I say, at the moment, so tell me now, what's your faith? He laughed. Why you are smiling? His name was Dean. What's your faith? He said, Dr. Prasad, I think I'm enjoying your question. You said faith, not religion. You didn't ask me what's the religion. Really, unless you have got faith in your religion, you are not religious. You should have faith. Faith is the most important thing before you become religious. And he really folded his hand. He said, you have given me a message. I am going to develop faith. I haven't got faith. I am still struggling. He never did. He was from Maldives. And he says, can I invite you to come to Maldives? Stay with me. Don't waste your money in the hotel. My house is open. I like to see that coffee. He was the one very good teacher, everything, but somehow he respected me like a senior. When he was teaching, medical student, I just smiled. So he said, Dr. Prasad, you smiled. I said that you spoke very well. But tell me now, what you are talking, where does it come from? He said, is it a religious question or scientific question? I said, scientific. I'm not talking religion, science. He was talking autonomic nervous system, which is controlling your anger, pulse rate, your sweating, your emotion. Then I said, really, where did it come from? He was completely lost. And then he said, you answer. So in the body, there is a name of an area known as hypothalamus on the top, which is above everything. He said it is nearly God, because we don't know much about it. So I think that if you say that if science is a story, we don't know much. Religion is faith. If you have faith, you understand. Not by religion. Then you understand only one God. No struggle. You move straight. But to climb Mount Everest, you have to climb a small mountain first. You cannot immediately climb Mount Everest. You have to try climbing a small mountain first. So, where Kajal has gone, She has gone to the height you cannot imagine. She was completely lost, in the last few years of her life. Always exploring, writing, underlining. She would come from a lecture and again sit another 2 hours studying. So, because I used to stay with Anil all the time, at that time I should talk to Priya. So, Priya has gone. I'm talking in name of Priya. I don't want to make my talk very complicated. I'm talking only that she has gone to infinity. And she has gone to the stage of acquiring salvation and mukti, moksha, whatever you want. And I always go in front of her and you keep on moving, but whenever we need, you guide us. She is always here to guide us. So she would come to guide whenever you like the story. She is our friend, philosopher, guide. Priya. I'm really emotional. I don't want to get emotional. She is emotional from last few days. I'm staying. If I come again, if any new idea comes to me, I would direct. Today I close my narration, my talk at this stage.